to me. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the OJ podcast. I'm Olivia. That's Jami.
Hello.
Say hi, Jami. Say hi more.
I'm not okay.
And today we are switching things up a bit. We're getting into playoff mode for hockey and basketball. So we're going to be doing a double header, right? We're posting them both Wednesday because that makes sense.
Yes.
So
Well,
we're
I
doing
was
a
gonna
double
split
header.
them up into two.
Well, yeah, I don't
different
blame
videos,
you,
but
but
yeah.
it's a double header because 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So we are going to start with our hockey playoff predictions, or
Yeah.
the NHL, because we're Americans. So
There's
it's
not
that
really
league.
many other leagues anywhere else, so
Well, I don't watch hockey, so it doesn't matter to me.
most of the leagues are just all in the US and Canada.
Gotcha. So basically, we're going to be talking about the NHL. I don't watch hockey, so my bracket is vibes and vibes alone. Jami has some logic, so she'll be carrying this episode, and we're going to do a little switcheroo for basketball.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
In basketball, I have a feeling you're gonna hate my bracket.
I'm scared. The thing is I'm also incredibly biased for both brackets. So take these with a grain of salt. This is just kind of for fun for us. And if we get it right, we're geniuses. And if we get it wrong, well, we weren't taking it that seriously to begin with.
Yeah. I guess we'll start off with the left-hand side. I'll say all of the
What
matchups.
conference is the left-hand side?
West.
Cool. The one on
I
top.
don't know.
You got it.
Conferences.
East and West. There's one or two.
Yeah. So the first of the matchups is the Avalanche versus the Kings, and then we got the Stars versus the Wild. And then there's the Knights versus Mammoth, and lastly the Oilers. I almost said Oils. Oilers
Yes.
versus the Ducks. And
Quack.
then on the right-hand side, we have Sabres versus Bruins, Lightning versus Habs, Canes. Oh, I should say Hurricanes, Senators, the Penguins versus the Flyers, which is a crazy matchup. That's Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is going to be split into two. Anyway, I watched approximately 0 hockey games this year. What is Ella muttering about?
I said Avs too. I don't think I said
Avalanche. I know that one. You're muted.
I keep saying the nicknames, and Ella just reminded me I said Habs instead of Canadians. Oops.
Tisk.
So Lightning versus Canadians. My bad. I have them written down in their shorthand like nicknames because that's easier for me.
So starting in the first round of the Western Conference. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. That one was good. If you know, you know. Females can't use nicknames in hockey.
Oh, that's stupid. I'm gonna use whatever nicknames I want.
That is a big inside joke.
I don't know that joke.
Community.
Cool. I'm not in that community. So it's Colorado versus Los Angeles, which the Knights are. No, it's the Kings, isn't it?
Kings.
It's a very unoriginal name. I have Colorado winning in 5.
Yeah. I didn't do how many. I don't do.
You should
how many
have fun, Jami. You gotta give a number. You're
at
give a number. Give a number.
No.
Give one.
I just have the Avalanche winning.
Give a number. It's 1 through 7.
Quicker than 5. They'll win it in 4.
Okay, that's your number. You're predicting in 4.
I'm not predicting any other numbers. I don't like predicting numbers. You're forcing me.
Do it. So it's Dallas versus Minnesota for the next. What do you have?
No, I want to hear yours first.
I have Minnesota.
Okay, I do too.
In honor of Jami. I did get biased.
I do actually believe the Wild can beat the Stars. It's going to be a hard... Well, we beat them 6-1. So first games.
I have them
so-
winning in 6 games because they look to be close in record.
Yeah,
I have no hockey knowledge, so
I
that
would
could be
say
wrong.
6/7-ish games, just cause I was trying to separate the two numbers as much as
I work
could.
as a swim coach, and the kids are always like, "Are we in lane 6 or 7?" And then try to do a like subtle hand thing. And so the other day, they were asking me in French because they don't know their numbers yet in French, even though half of them take it. How do you say 6 and 7 in French? Like trying to trick me into doing the thing. So I did the thing to like cringe them out, and the kids were
Yeah.
like traumatized that a 22-year-old knows their like stupid meme. And I felt very vindicated that they cringed as much as I did. But yeah,
I
I
tried
am
to separate.
Minnesota. This will be a kind of hint for you, but any team I knew one of us rooted for, I gave favorability in matchups. So my bracket's probably screwed over in the East, but that's okay.
Let's just say I only favored 2 teams that any of well,
So that means you didn't favor Boston.
none of the teams, none of our friend group's teams get past the second round. So, that's a hint.
Honestly, I don't think so in my bracket either. I just made
Yeah.
it so we all got out of the first. I tried to play a little fair.
Next up we have the Knights versus the Mammoth. I have the Knights moving on because the Mammoth, I don't like them, and they're a young team, and I don't think like not young as in they're young players, but like this is
Yeah,
their
they're a newer
second
team.
year as a team.
Yeah. I have the Knights as well, although I wanted to give it to Utah because of their name. I like the name the Mammoths. I think it's a really well done team name, but I just couldn't justify giving them that position.
Yeah. Then it's Oilers versus Ducks, which I actually go
Whack.
against a lot of what people would probably put. I have the Ducks moving on.
I do too.
Oh wow, we have a perfect like same side.
So I said I forgot to say I have the Golden Knights winning in 5, and then I have the Ducks winning in 6, and I gave it to the Ducks because their name is funny. And also I wanted to do I guess this is my second upset, but I wanted to do some little upsets to mix things up and make my bracket unique.
I know the Oilers have been in the final game the past 2 years, but I just think they've kind of lost that like streak that of for them, and the Ducks have been doing actually so well this season, like especially in the beginning. They died off in the end, but like I think they can bring that energy back.
Mhm.
So
I think we just continue through the West and get to the end of that bracket and then do the East.
Okay. So we have exactly the same. So then it's Avalanche versus the Wild. I have the Avalanche moving on.
I also
Even
do.
though I think all but 2 or 3 games, the Wild has beat the Avalanche in regular season. There is that.
It's just the playoffs are a different
Yeah.
beast.
I just don't think the Wild will beat them in the playoffs. We do have an amazing team. Like our trades this year were actually really good, but I don't know. It's hard to see it when it comes to going up against the Avalanche. If it was any other team, we'd be fine.
The Avs, though.
Yeah.
I actually that's so the hockey playoff bracket confuses me because I don't watch hockey. So I initially thought it like reverted back to lowest playing highest. So that would have put Mini playing in a different bracket to where I would have had them moving on to the third round and then getting beat by Colorado. But because it's the second round, I have them getting beat in 6 by the Avs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think the Ducks will be beaten by the Golden Knights.
Oh, I have the Ducks moving on.
What? Quack.
I hate the Golden Knights, 1 because they knocked out Minnesota last year, 2 because they have one of the players that was involved in the sexual assault case on their team.
Yeah.
So I just
You were
hate
telling
them.
me about that. I don't want them to move on, but they have the better record. So
Nah, Ducks. So I guess Avalanche versus Ducks for me. I have the Avalanche moving on to the final game.
I have Avalanche versus Golden Knights, and I have the Avalanche moving on to the final game, and I have it going 6 games, because when I didn't know what to put, I just put 6.
Most of the time when you're getting into further in, it's going to be like 7 games. Like, they don't usually win so easily as they do in the beginning. So
To the
for
east.
the other, yeah, for the other side, Sabres versus Bruins. I have the Sabres moving on.
I have the Bruins moving on for no reason other than the fact that I'm biased.
Yeah.
I actually have zero faith we'll move on, but I can't not put us moving on. That's a betrayal to all things Bostonian. I need to have blind faith in my team.
Yeah.
So Boston's moving on in 7 games. And just like the Pats crush the Bills' hearts every year, we're going to crush the Sabres' hearts too.
Ella does say one of the Sabres players is injured, but I still think they'll beat the
Perfect.
Bruins.
Cool. We're going to capitalize on that injury and move ourselves forward.
Lightning versus Canadians. I have the Canadians moving on.
I have the Lightning. I'd prefer to have the Canadians move on because I like them more. But I do think the Lightning are going to be the one to move on just because Florida's weirdly good at hockey in the postseason.
Yeah. I guess like the
Hello? Jameson?
Ella
did you
keeps
do?
texting me things.
What is she saying?
She said, watch what you say. Miami is approaching. That was after she sent a photo of Ollie Behrman doing the 8-7 thing.
Oh, God. Not the 8-7.
No, I do think the Canadians are just a better team. I know they have a less record, whatever the word is.
It's not that big of a difference, though.
No.
So it's like.
So I think the Canadians will move on. For the next matchup, the Hurricanes versus the Senators, I think it's the Hurricanes.
I think it's the Hurricanes too.
My
former Whalers are doing so well this year.
No, I don't trust the Senators at all, and also they have one of my least favorite players on their team, so
I'm rooting for Carolina because they used to be the Hartford Whalers, and it was the one thing we ever had. And so in honor of my deceased team, I will be rooting for the Hurricanes after the Bruins get knocked out.
Don't you guys not have any professional teams anymore? Because isn't the WNBA team moving?
Not officially, I don't think yet.
Okay.
Let me look it up, actually. Keep yapping.
They were in the draft, but I don't know if they're moving after this year or not. Because I watched the draft.
Yeah, they were sold to Houston, where they'll be rebranded as the Comets. That's so annoying. Stop leaving us.
You don't have a big enough market.
We have a big enough market. Basketball is our entire being. Do you know how big UConn is?
Yeah, but clearly no one was going to the games. They were going to UConn games instead. That's the problem. UConn's there to take all of the market.
This is stupid. I'm telling you, if Paige Beckers was on the Connecticut Sun, the Connecticut Sun would have a sold out arena.
Well, yeah. I really wanted Azzy to go second in the draft, so then she would have gone to Minnesota, but whatever. Next up is the Battle of Pennsylvania. That's what I'm calling it. Penguins versus the Flyers. I think I have a guess of who you chose, and I chose the opposite.
I chose the Penguinis because I don't like Philly at all.
I knew that, and also Kai.
Also, Kai's a fan of Pittsburgh, and like I said, all of our teams are getting past round 1. Except Ella's apparently a Canadiens fan now, which I didn't know.
She's always been a Canadiens fan.
She'll only talk about Boston to me. Otherwise, I would have had her
all you know.
Screwed over my own bracket.
Obviously going to talk about the team you know. You don't know about the Canadiens.
Well, Ella, please don't curse me, because I would have moved your team on had I known.
I don't think she can hear you, but she can hear me talking.
Okay, well, again, if she watches this in the future,
yeah,
I would have given you the move forward, but I thought you were just a Bruins fan. And I'm like, that works out because I'm also a Bruins fan. Whatever. I was going to have everyone's team move past the first round, but evidently that's impossible. So, Kai, congratulations. Your Penguins are moving on.
I will say, thanks, Ella. Penguins versus Flyers, I think can go either way. Honestly, it's just the Flyers are up by 1 right now, so that's why I chose them. I was like,
So I have Buffalo winning in 7. I have the Lightning winning in 6. I have Carolina winning in 4. And I have the Penguins winning in 6.
You really put all of your bets on Carolina.
Well, they're the team I'm like probably rooting for in the playoffs. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Boston really has a chance. But I'm going to be delusional and say we do.
I just realized you don't care about your predictions. Why did you put Lightning? You could have done heated rivalry with the Boston versus the Canadiens.
In all fairness, I thought Montreal was the Maple Leafs when I was moving them around at first. So,
the Maple Leafs?
That's Toronto. I know. I realize that now. But maybe.
The bottom of the league.
Sorry. I don't watch hockey. I at least know the names exist. I don't know. I kept
George is about to be cursed if she watches.
I didn't know. There is plausible deniability here because it's not like I'm actively trying to mess with Ella.
Anyways,
the end result wouldn't matter because I put a team that none of us really technically root for as winning, so it's like whatever.
Oh yeah. So I have Sabres versus Canadiens. I have the Sabres moving on.
Yeah.
I think they're really hot. I think they're really hot right now. Sabres, I
have Boston versus the Lightning, and I have Tampa Bay moving on.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
I gave us just enough to get past round 1, and then I went, we don't stand a chance.
Yeah, that makes sense. If it's those two, Lightning makes sense.
Yeah, obviously.
And then I have the Hurricanes.
I actually think if I were to do this legit, I do think it would be Sabres, and then honestly, Florida hockey, I'd probably still move Tampa Bay on. So it wouldn't have changed that much.
Then next up, for me is the Hurricanes versus the Flyers, and I have the Hurricanes moving on. They've been so good in the playoffs in recent years that
it's the Hurricanes versus the Penguins. Sorry, Kai, but I'm moving on the Hurricanes.
None of our teams get past the second round.
Well, wait, we didn't do the West second round yet, remember?
Yeah, we did. We did all of them.
No, remember I said let's do one at a time. We didn't do the second round.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, because we both have avs in the final.
I guess we do. I'm going to just restate it. Colorado versus Mini Colorado. Golden Knights versus Anaheim. Golden Knights. Okay. Colorado win.
And then the final or the semifinal, I have the Sabres versus the Hurricanes, and I have the Sabres moving on.
I have the Hurricanes versus the Lightning, and I have the Hurricanes moving
on. So my finals is the Avalanche versus the Sabres.
I have the Avalanche versus the Hurricanes.
And in all honesty, it's probably going to be Colorado, but I hate Colorado. So no, they're not winning. I'm having the Sabres win. Justice for Buffalo. Since the Bills going to do it, the Sabres are going to do it.
I have Colorado versus Carolina, and I have Carolina winning. So I did end up being biased. So I also have Colorado losing. Don't worry.
I'm honestly so up in the air, honestly, on all of these predictions. I
think really hockey playoffs are honestly more unpredictable than a lot of other ones.
Yeah,
it's similar to baseball, to where if you get hot at the right time, you can just breeze through. So it's I do think there's some merit predictions, I do find hockey a bit more unpredictable than I find things like NBA.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that I got the NFL predictions correct. I got who won correct. So let's keep up my streak. That's all I'm saying. I got a streak
I'm
going.
shocked the Pats made the Super Bowl.
I got a streak.
I don't know how that happened, but hey.
They did it. They did it.
I might be rooting for Carolina because they used to be in Hartford.
Fair enough. I would never root for Dallas, obviously, even though they
Well,
used
obviously,
to be
you
Minnesota.
still have a team though at
Yeah.
least. Like technically I'm a Bruins fan, but like I don't feel that much solidarity with the Bruins. So
Yeah. Well,
I feel enough to where I would consider myself a Bruins fan. But
yeah. I hope you guys liked our silly little predictions. Please comment your predictions down below. Like, who
ooh,
do you think is
subtle.
going to win the Stanley Cup? It'll probably be different than ours. We do have some bias. Otherwise,
Austin's taking it all, everybody.
like and go watch all of our other videos. We have a bunch of different series going on. We have reaction series where we react to heated rivalry. We have oh my god, F1 for Dummies if you want to learn about F1 if you're a new fan. We also react to F1 races and stuff. That's our main podcast. I also have another short series called Dorkostry, so if you know anything about F1, go watch that too. And then we have TikTok and Instagram where our short form video content. We are mainly a motorsports podcast, but I do talk about hockey a lot. I have some videos. I've talked about it. And
Austin crushed Philly yesterday, so I considered posting something, but I ended up being at the casino, not gambling. I literally was just at the casino, so I didn't post anything.
So funny. Olivia on Wednesday nights will tweet about Survivor
I
if you
missed
really want to
last
listen
week
to her.
because I wasn't able to watch live. But
Well,
hey,
most of the time
most
she is.
Wednesdays I'm there.
But follow us at 2OJ Podcast and OJ Podcast, and we will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. Bye.
Bye.